Good morning, children. Class 10. Today I'll take up English literature. I'm Mrs. Ghosh. I'll take up the short story, The Little Match Girl. The Little Match Girl by Hans Christian Andersen is a fairy tale with a tragic end. Andersen got inspiration for the story from a drawing where a girl was seen selling matches on the street. It is also based on his mother's hardship as a child. The story is about a little girl whose father sends her to sell matches on a cold New Year's Eve. It describes how the brutal cold of the night and the apathy of the people, especially the wealthy, led to her tragic end. A poor little girl is sent by her father to sell matches on a cold New Year Eve. She was unable to sell any matches, so she sat near a wall. She lit a match to keep herself warm. In its light, she felt as if she was sitting before a hot iron stove. As she lit the second match, she saw the vision of a roasted goose. She lit a third match and had the vision of a huge Christmas tree lit with candles. When she lit the fourth match, she saw the vision of her dead grandmother. She embraced her grandmother and told her to carry her off to heaven. Next morning, her frozen dead body was found with burnt out matches. Story in detail. This will be read from the workbook. Story in detail. It was a terribly cold and dark evening, the last evening of the year. In this dark and chilly evening, a little poor girl was sent by her father to sell matches. She walked barefoot. The slippers which she was wearing were her mother's and therefore too big, and she lost them. She could not sell any matches and was afraid of going home because of the fear of being beaten by her father. She was shivering with cold and hunger, but continued to move slowly. She huddled herself against a wall and sat down. Her hands became numb, and to keep herself warm, she lit a match. She felt the warm, bright flame as if she were sitting before a large iron stove. She tried to warm her feet, but the flames went out. She rubbed another match against the wall, and as the light fell on the wall, it became transparent, from where she could see the inside of the room. She saw on a table a roast goose stuffed with apple and dried plums, which hopped down from the dish and came up to her. The match went out, and she had nothing but a cold, damp wall. She lit another match, and this time she saw a huge Christmas tree lit up with thousands of lights on its green branches. But the moment she stretched her hands towards them, the match went out. She felt as if the lights of the Christmas tree were going higher and higher and forming the stars. The little girl went saw a star fall and thought that someone might have died, as her grandmother had told her that when a star falls, a soul ascends to God. She drew another match, and in the light she saw her loving grandmother. This time she thought that if the match were to run out, her grandmother would disappear, just like the Christmas tree before. So she struck the whole bundle of matches on the wall, and there appeared a brilliant light. She pleaded with her grandmother to take her to heaven, and both of them flew in brightness and in joy to be with God. The next morning, the little girl's dead body was found with the burnt out matches clutched between her fingers. The title of the story, the little the title, The Little Match Girl, is quite an appropriate title as it revolves around a little girl who sells matches. The author has not given any name to the girl, and she referred to in the entire story as a poor little girl who sells matches. She was just one of the many poor children belonging to the lower rung of the society who had to face hardships because of poverty. She was subjected to beating and abuse at home. The little girl did not have enough warm clothes and shoes to protect herself from the cold. She had to walk barefoot through the snow and could not sell the matches. She was afraid to go home because she had not sold any matches and would get a beating from her father. She huddled herself against a wall and tried to keep herself warm by lighting the matches, but it was of no avail. She died of cold, hunger, and abuse. Her frozen dead body was found the next morning. People who did not care to look at her miserable condition the previous evening stopped to look at her stiff body. The word match in the title refers to the act of selling matches by the little girl to earn money. It is symbolic of warmth and hope. The little girl lights up matches to keep herself warm. It reminds her of the love and warmth she got from her old grandmother. The light and the warmth from the matches gave her hope to live and survive the cold and hunger in this world, and if not here, in the other world where which is reflected in her imaginary visions. Themes: class differentiation, faith and hope. The depiction of the girl's clothes and her house with only the roof through which wind whistled and large cracks stuffed with straw and rags. She belonged to the poor class. It was because of their poor financial condition that the little girl was sent on a cold night to sell matches. It is not mentioned, but it can be assumed that her father might have been unemployed and out of frustration and dejection used to beat his daughter. Through the comforting vision, the little girl had a warm iron stove, a sumptuous feast, a twinkling Christmas tree, and her late grandmother's loving face. The first three visions clearly show the gap between the rich and the poor and the things which the little girl could only dream of. The fourth vision reflects her desire of being loved and cared for. It is symbolic of the apathetic attitude of the rich towards the poor. The wealthy were least bothered about the suffering of their poor brethren. They ate, drank, and made merry, without caring for people like the little match girl in the story, who died of cold and starvation. Hope is an expectation of positive outcome related to some circumstances in one's life. Faith is a trust in God that are that we shall receive the things which we wish for. In this story, the little match girl, the girl had the hope that she would pull through the difficulties, and therefore she continued to keep herself warm by lighting the matches. She had faith in God that He would help her. When she lit a match and saw her grandmother, she did not want to lose her and therefore lit the whole bundle of matches. She pleaded with her grandmother to take her to heaven with her, where there would be neither cold nor hunger nor any abuse. A poor small girl suffering from cold nor hunger and apathy of the people around her was capable of imagining certain things which she must have longed for and which made her feel better, including an iron stove, a huge Christmas tree, and a table laden with delicious food. The girl imagines her deceased grandmother's face just because she had faith and hope. The story is set on the New Year's Eve It was cold and snowy outside, with the wind making it colder. The sky was dark, with clouds filling it up. This set a gloomy, fearful atmosphere, hinting that something bad was likely to happen. The author has created an effective setting that she can easily identify the huge gap between the rich and the poor during the Victorian era. The little girl was bareheaded and with naked feet, and she was without warm clothes to protect herself from the cold. The girl was out on the road selling matches when people were indulging in festivities and enjoyment. Nobody looked at her, and she could not earn a single penny. She must have felt miserable on seeing every household brightly lit with candles while it was cold and dark outside. She was extremely hungry and could smell various dishes being enjoyed by the rich and wealthy. The author has depicted the disparity between those who had a warm place to live in, enough to eat and enjoy worldly pleasures, and those who could not afford the basic necessities of life like food, clothing, and shelter. The story follows the style of third person narration. The author takes the reader with him to witness the hardship. Throughout the story, he has shown her pain, her hunger, and her fear. The entire action is confined to a corner in a street formed by two houses where the little girl sits and tries to comfort herself from the cold by lighting the matches. She has four hallucinations and finally dies of cold and hunger. Symbols are essentially words which communicate more than literal meaning. The author has used simple language apt for fairy tale, yet there are words convey much deeper meaning. These include the following. Iron stove is symbolic of the feelings of warmth and safety which the little girl longed for. Christmas tree is a sign of undying life, rebirth, and stamina needed to endure the winter months. Falling star has been referred to in the story by the little girl as a symbol of a soul ascending to God. Her vision is also symbolic of the girl's soul ascending into heaven. Matches are symbolic of warmth from a cold and the warmth of love, which the little girl was longing for. The matches are also symbolic of the light of God and hope. Cold is a symbol of hardship, desperation, and hopelessness. Characters: the little girl and grandmother. Study them from the workbook on your own. Assignments for class 10. Do reference to context in the workbook. Do extract 1, 2, and 3. Long answer questions. Despite facing cold, hunger, and apathy of the people around her, the girl doesn't lose her faith and hope. Justify the statement in the context of the story, The Little Match Girl. Do this work in the register.